He's a man of all trades. Let's welcome him.
Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Aki Chocolate, and it is my real name. Pretty moving performances tonight, and I spent a lot of time on catwalks in Paris, Milan, and London, and I have to say that tonight has been actually so much more fun and fantastic performances and fashions. Yes, I was born and raised in Finland. I was in a multicultural family, so I always felt a bit different. My father was a painter, well, he still is actually, and a creative person, and I never wanted to become creative. I wanted to be normal, like my friends' parents were plumbers, they worked in supermarkets, so I wanted to have a normal life. And I decided to become a politician. So I ended up in Brigham Young University in Utah, which is a very long story how I ended up there from Finland. But after my education, I realized that I will probably never be a politician. I got a job, I worked with American Express for 11 years, and I kind of made it to the top of the sort of managerial levels. I had really good income, wonderful home, but I was profoundly unhappy. And I never forget one night, 11 o'clock, I got a phone call, and this is before mobile phones. You know, when the phone rang at 11 p.m., you knew that something was wrong. And my father had a heart attack in North Africa. So within 24 hours, I was in North Africa in this sort of blowing Saharan winds, driving to the hospital. And luckily my father made it, he's in great shape today. But it really made me think that, is this sort of a high-paying life really all that one needs? So that's when I made a decision to follow my passion. I was in my early 30s, and I decided to, everybody's horror, to quit my high-flying life in New York, take the money, move to Europe, and start a fashion brand. So there I am in my beautiful studio, waiting for the phone to ring, and of course the phone never rang. I lost a lot of money, but I didn't give up. So this is kind of the first lesson that I would like to tell young designers, that if you follow your passion, just don't give up. It will come to success in whatever level it is, it will come to you at one point. And little by little, I started to think, how can I solve this problem? And it relates to my second role. So as the main role, I'm a designer, but I'm also an educator. So I went to art college in London just to have a look what they do, and I thought, I wish I would have gone to study art when I was younger. So I went there and they invited me to apply for a position, and I did my degree at RCA, and after that I never actually looked back. It was a little bit difficult after you graduate to get a job, etc. But little by little, things started coming to me. And 15, 16, 20 years later, actually, here I am. And I have a menswear label. It's simply because I love menswear, I love clothing. I had a wonderful life living between Florence and London. I was in a lucky position to have 2 homes. And one day, while I was laying in my bed, looking at the beautiful Tuscan countryside, the phone rang. And I picked up the phone, and it was a lady called Karen. And she said, we have a job for you. And I was like, aren't you 20 years too late? It was the same headhunter we had in college. And she said, there's a job in Detroit. And I was instantly intrigued because Detroit has a very sort of cool reputation in Europe because of the musical history, etc. And I was asking, what kind of position is it? It's, they told me it's running a new fashion school, fashion accessory school in College for Creative Studies. I never heard of it. So I flew to Detroit, and I have to say, oh, by the way, I can't drive in snow. Don't forget I'm from Finland. I have to say, I didn't fall in love with the I-94 at 11 p.m. in February. But when the sun came up and we were driving around the city, I just felt this special kind of energy. And when I went to college, they showed me a beautiful space as we are in right now. Higher? Okay. And they showed me the beautiful space and they said, you can create whatever you want here. So I decided at that moment to quit my life in Europe and move to Michigan. And this is 2 years ago. So I started this program, and I decided to base the program in three philosophies in my life. I really love the visionary aspect of fashion. We are in a very privileged profession where we can design things, and people who earn earn money, they spend the money on your product. So that is a great privilege in life to be in. The second part I wanted to base the program is craft. We just simply don't know, students don't know how to make things anymore. I don't know how many of you had to learn how to sew when you were children, or how to cook, or we have to learn how to peel a potato on 4th grade. So I decided to base this program on craft. It's a very, very important point of view for me. And the third is business. I will talk a little bit about the craft before we go on an intermission. I made shoes when I was in college. It's been several decades, and I thought I need to kind of up my game a little bit. So I was lucky enough to find a wonderful shoe instructor right here in Flint, Cynthia, who is right here in the front row. Stand up and say hello. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a shoemaking class with her privately. So we spent about 40 hours together, which translated to about 3 months in my life, because I travel so much. And I'm actually wearing made in Flint shoes at the moment, made under the structure of Cynthia. So thank you very much. So during my short period here in America, like I said, the past 3 months, I've been driving to Flint once a week. And I don't even know how to put it in words, but there's some special kind of a spark here. There's something really wonderful about Flint, and being at the Ferris wheel yesterday, it was just so incredible to see these opportunities that you have here. So who knows, maybe I'll move to Flint next. But thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you, Kala. Thank you, the organization. And it's for an incredible cause, and Fashion Against Violence. What can you say? Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.